bridge. At the end of this announcement, we will be sounding our ship's whistle. We recommend to our guests on the open decks to
Ella's back in her shoes for the first time in years, so she hates that. Ella in her little boots. Skip, skop, skip, skop.
Security gates, the harbor in front. Other customs offices past the water tower.
Past the water tower. Okay.
It's, yeah, as you can see, it's a bay. So it's nice and calm, and you can, you know, fish or kayak or stand-up paddle or whatever you like. Boating is big here as well. This entire area that we're driving was all covered with water, though. In 1946, there was a big earthquake in Alaska, and it sent a 33-foot wave, 10-meter wave over this whole area. And this is one of the most rainy places on Earth. The rainiest spot on Earth is on Kauai, the north side of the north shore of Kauai Island. But Hilo is pretty close, so we're actually right behind it. So yeah, Hilo, if you don't love the rain, you don't want to live here. How rainy is it? Well, I can tell you, my mother and father are there. And so they laid the baby on the stone, and if he cried, then he would not be eligible to be king. But he didn't cry. And then later, when he became a young man, he had to come out and he had to lift the end of that stone. Looks pretty heavy to me. Yeah, and so there's two stories associated with that. Here's the first story. You can tell me which one you think is true. The first one is when Kamehameha lifted this, several people gathered around, he lifted the end of the stone, and his legs were shaking so much that the people nearby could feel the ground shake, you know, from the shaking of his legs. Also, the strain was such that he burst a blood vessel in his eye and blood came out. So that's the first story. And the second story is this. When Kamehameha lifted the Naha stone, there was a great earthquake in all Hawaii, and red lightning shot from his eyes. So probably the same story, just a little embellished over time. What happens if you don't do anything in Hilo? You just let it grow. That's actually what your backyard would look like. So here in Hilo, the joke is gardening means cutting. Just cutting as fast as you can to keep up with it all, because it all just grows really, really well. Anyway, so we're gonna. It's called rainbow falls because I'm really rare days. Sunshine. You guys want to try a little experiment here? Okay. Guys, you wanna? What's the ideal time to eat? Iki means junior, so this is junior Kilauea. If you look on your map, you'll see it's kind of attached to it. It's a little side crater, but you'll see how big it is. It's also huge. We do a tour called the Triple Crater Hike. I usually do it about 3 times a week. And on this one, we hike 2.5 miles out, and drop down the crater floor, then 2.5 miles back. That's a 5. And then the birds that you see, wow, the weather's nice. Actually, it's good weather for up here. Over there on the rim there, you can see there's a building up there on the rim there. That's the Jagger Museum. That's actually closed because in 2018, when the crater was draining, when all the homes were destroyed, as the lava level went down, it used to be more common on the island. One of the later kings of Hawaii, Kamehameha III, he was kind of the playboy king. He wanted to play. So he saw these ships coming and he wanted to buy a ship. Sold off all. But anyway, the mongoose, one of the bad side things of that is almost all the native birds, including the nene, were ground nesting birds. So they laid their eggs on the ground. And see, they're not like the Canadian geese. They don't chase you or anything. They're smaller. their favorite food is that berry I just showed you, the Hilo. Did you go to Maui already? Or you going?
Yep, we went yesterday.
The channel between here and Maui is one of the roughest in the world. It's only Niihaha. But in a big ship like yours, you don't even notice it. But on a little boat,
Actually, we do.
We've gone on some trips with them that have been rocking more than that.
I've been out there in a little. There's that kind of lake right in the elevated area, right?
Yep.
See the white bird? White bird's
Yes.
over it right now, right below, directly below that white bird. That bird, by the way, is a kea. Those are tropic birds, the white-tailed tropic. They were found out that they make their nests in the rim of the crater. Here's another bird. Here's another one. Let me focus it for you. Of course, everybody's eyes are different. More. That's the most obvious one.
You find it yet better? No.
See the angle, you can't actually get a straight look at the part. That lake right there, if you look at it long enough through the binoculars, you'll see there's red all over in it. It's actually at night it looks like you know, crust with lava coming through the cracks. So there's actually little red.
Mustangs, but he's tough dog. This is close to them.
Lorian, wait for us.
Sweetie, I guess turn on your flashlight. Careful. This.
I need to take the boots off because there's socks coming through on the bottom.
Yep. Yeah, I figured. You completely destroyed one of your shoes finally?
Yep.
I mean, we've had them forever.
Don't have to be retired.
Yeah, it just sucks because they're like $170.
Well, that's right. We can keep the back ones. Those are in fine condition.
Oh yeah, your shoes coming right out. You walk right out of your shoes, Nog. Nope.
Don't sit in the water.
Get up.
Yeah, the money is people who've mistaken it for a fountain in Italy. Yes.
Now, look, get your head back.
Try right here. This is the spot.
Yeah, I got out.
Right there. Wow.
The fact that there's a Visa card in there.
That's what your dad said.
I think it's like one of those Walmart
you gotta come over
prepaid.
here for a second.
Someone throw a visa. Yeah, and you can't get it because it's
Oh, yeah.
as hot as it. You can tell how hot it is right there.
Yeah, I just fogged up my lens.
But there's actually quite a few of them all over the fields over there. They're all muddy around now, so they did this one.
Yeah, that's not hot.
Toasty.